Welcome home, brave heroes. I am Ash, and these are the submissions to the 2024 Quest Jam. Be advised there will be spoilers ahead. And now, onward. Bronwen's Hidden Jewels by Serenity and Xerxes Productions. While resting in the forest after defeating the Witch Lord, our heroes are approached by a dark hooded figure. This figure, identified only as a traveler and interested party, told a story of the Princess Branwen, who married King Mathowich as a sign of peace. Branwen was showered with adoration and jewels from the kingdom, but after a year, as an act of revenge, King Mathowich stripped Branwen of her monarch ruling and her jewels of the kingdom to become a servant to the king. Before she was sent to the kitchen quarters to live, Branwen hid some of her jewels. The hooded figure offered our heroes 100 gold coins each to retrieve these jewels. The heroes agreed, and the next morning, our heroes awoke in a small, damp, foul-smelling room with only one door seen. Each hero starts with an additional 200 gold coins and may choose one additional weapon and armor from the armory. That's not because of the monsters you can see on the map right now, but because of the challenges to come. When all heroes are in the next room, a swirling fog appears. All weapons and spells disappear, and heroes are given only one dagger each as a weapon and lose one mind point. A mythical door opens, and once all heroes pour out of this room into the next, the mythical door will vanish.
It's not like there's much point in staying around here anyway.
It's only 3 orcs, but our heroes only have a dagger each. That and the traps in this quest are brutal. We've got falling rock traps right in front of doors, and they just inflict BP. There's no rolling to defend. Anyway, after your heroes get slaughtered by the orcs because all they have to defend themselves with is daggers, it's game over. So thank you. No, I'm kidding. We have a quest to get through, and the dwarf is not going to rest until he has seen it through.
Your quest will fail.
That was really just your trial anyway. After the heroes enter this room, they'll be able to open this cupboard and get all of their stuff back. Don't worry, that was just a trial. Now that the heroes have entered this room, they'll be able to regain all of their lost spells and equipment. There's just one problem. There's now a summoning mist. And the summoning mist is going to spawn 1d6 skeletons every turn. Skeletons will just climb out of the pit every turn until the summoning mist is defeated. But once you've remembered that you're playing HeroQuest and not Warhammer Quest, and you decide to put down the skeletons once and for all, it's time for another mythical door to appear, leading into the next room. The quest notes say the Famir enter the room, greet with a smile. I always wow. I don't know about you, but I'm always greeting Famir with a smile.
Would you like to hear a joke? Sure. Knock, knock. Who's there? Die!
All in all, this quest has a lot of stories to tell, lots of mechanics in each of the rooms, lots of original scenarios, all kind of packed into one quest. The difficulty is kind of all over the place. It's very difficult in parts, but definitely the kind of difficulty that gets much easier the second time you've played this quest and go into the room. The ending is a bit mysterious as well, but it doesn't really conform to your typical HeroQuest rules as written, so you're going to have to do a bit of on-the-fly innovation and thinking to get this to all come together. Can you survive and find the Jewels of Bronwen? Thank you, Serenity and Xerxes Productions, for this awesome quest. The Enchanted Labyrinth by Death Tone. Deep within the ancient forest lies the mysterious labyrinth of illusions, a labyrinthine maze crafted by powerful enchantments. This labyrinth is not just any maze. It consists solely of interconnected rooms and teleporters, challenging even the most seasoned adventurers to find their way out. So this is going to be quite different. All wandering monsters are ghosts and can move through walls. Not the regular monsters here, just the wandering monsters. The quest notes instruct us to use open and closed doors as portals. Players walk on portals to travel through them. This is what the board looks like before I add the portals. Wait a minute, did I start in the wrong place? Alright, I think this is correct. It's quest note P, so it's actually the last quest note, but you enter the rooms from the stairs and see 3 portals in front of you. All 3 portals look the same, and the room is just plain stone and you hear nothing else. Blink! That's what this room is supposed to look like. Alright, so I really love the convention of having the doors on the stairs. Kind of gives a little bit of dimensionality to the quests. Kind of answers the age-old question, are we coming up the stairs or walking down the stairs? Because I've got to be honest, it really looks like we are coming up the stairs to get to a dungeon in HeroQuest. What you don't tell your heroes is that these are portals D, B, and A. As soon as these silly heroes step through the portal A in this instance, they will be transported to a corresponding room, which is here. And here is what this room looks like once you enter it, because it too has a lot of portals. I'm searching for secret treasure. Well, you found 2 secret skeletons, which are ghosts and they can travel through walls. I just realized I'm really mixing up the new and old here. Quick, you 4, become classic versions of yourselves now. That's much better. There's the wandering monster skeleton ghosts. Okay, not all of the quest notes are doors, so just something to be mindful of. This room actually has a legitimate non-portal quest note in it. And here is where I would have recommended to use the number system for quest notes to correspond with the notes and the letters for the portals, or vice versa. Oh, drawing a second wandering monster card is really not good. Don't like that. Good old treasure room. There's 2 treasure chests here, but unfortunately, there's just 100 gold on the warrior. I guess the treasure chests are actually empty. But we can still search for treasure after we have killed this chaos warrior. All right, I'm starting to think my deck is rigged. You know what? I entered this room. I'm going to pretend that I can just sneak around the gargoyle. We're going to pretend that that's a mechanic. Zargon disagreed. You know, amusingly enough, this was one of the fastest quests I've ever built because it's such a small map. There's just so few features to place. But it actually has a really nice challenge to it. Now, the notes don't say that monsters can step through the doors. The wandering monsters can, of course, go wherever they like, wherever they please. They pretty much have infinite pass-through rock. But I guess I would play this as the monsters cannot pass through the portals, since it just says that the heroes can. I do find myself wishing that there were more events, more rooms. This particular room, with what could be construed as a boss, does lend quite a bit of lore to this dungeon. Well, at least just a little bit. It's more implied lore. But, you know, it is up to the Zargon, after all, I think, to supply the storytelling where there is none by default. And the best way to do that is to use the environment, and this quest does have plenty of environment included. Can you navigate the Enchanted Labyrinth? Thank you, Deathtone, for this awesome quest. To play these quests and the other epic quests submitted to the 2024 Quest Jam, please visit the link in the description below. Now onward, brave heroes.